What's going on, guys? Back with another video. So we got some really interesting polling information here. Now, as we've seen, a lot of these pollsters are showing how popular Mark Carney is, and the conservative support has dropped now that Pierre Poilievre lost his seat, and the honeymoon phase is still happening, etc., etc. But Abacus is actually showing something completely different. Now, before we get into this, please don't forget to like and subscribe, as it really helps grow the channel, and also share the heck out of this video. I know a lot of you are boomers. You must have kids, some of you, nieces, nephews. Share it to the young people so we can get them out to vote. So, Polling Canada has the federal polling, and again, this is from Abacus. It's actually from August 7th, with 1,600 people in an online poll. So, the Liberals at 43%, Conservatives at 40%, NDP at 8%, they're gaining a couple points there, the Bloc at 6%, and the Greens at 2%. This is very similar to the election result. And considering, like I said, we are in the honeymoon phase still, and considering what other pollsters are showing, this is actually showing the Conservatives are maintaining support, even though they took a pretty big blow by losing, or by Pierre Poilievre losing his seat. And, a lot of people on the left, having a good time with that, even though they got about a week left until Pierre Poilievre wins a by-election, and they're going to be butthurt again. But it's very interesting. Abacus is showing that this is basically the same result from the election, but yet other pollsters are showing something different. They're showing, Mark Carney's approval rate well over 50%, and that, his support has actually grown since the federal election, which is kind of hard to believe considering he hasn't done anything, which you'd think would lower his support. But again, it's still the honeymoon phase, the summer vacation. They're going to get some time before swing voters start to turn on them, which will come. Let's see here. And then we have something here. So the top issues facing Canada. Now, it wasn't very long ago where Donald Trump and his administration was at the top. The rising cost of living has replaced that. Now, the economy is at 37%, which is in third place, just behind the whole, Trump thing, but only by 7 points. You got to think that as time goes on, this issue here is going to get less important, and the economy, healthcare, housing and affordability, immigration, all these things are going to go up. I can't believe job security and unemployment is only at 15% in terms of issues facing. I mean, that's pretty crazy. But either way, this here is going to drop, and these things are all going to rise. And the next thing you know, you're going to see Carney's support drop pretty massively, in my opinion. And again, it might take us some time. I know we don't have much of it, but at least we're showing that. Now, there's another account here. This guy's name is Chase Zaba. Go give him a follow and a shout out on X. He does a good job as well. Good young man here. And he says, despite what the media is saying, the political situation in Canada has remained mostly unchanged since the election. The Conservatives have remained steady according to the latest poll from Abacus. Here's the seat breakdown. It's virtually the same. Now, I should have had this pulled up here, but let's go to 338 Canada for a second here. And check out some of the other polls, what they're saying. All federal polls. So Abacus showing 43 to 44, but look what Nanos is showing. 44 to 33 with the NDPs at 12. How would they gain 6 points when they don't even have a leader or any money? Palace, showing, a little bit similar to Abacus, but the Conservatives at 38. Nanos, again, just flooding it, looks like, with 33, 34%. And then, of course, we got Ecos, our favorite, with the Conservatives at 31%. Somehow they're rated a B+. My dead cat can do better polling than these guys. I mean, my God. Leger, 48% for the Liberals and 35%. Liberal plus 13, plus 12, plus 11, but yet Abacus is steady, showing plus 3, which is very, very close. So this isn't exactly great news for the Liberals, considering you're in the honeymoon phase and everyone's still got those elbows up. It's kind of weird, isn't it? And Abacus is the actual, in terms of who is the most accurate pollster, they win on that. They're very accurate. David Coletto does great work. So it's very interesting to see that all these other pollsters, or most of these other pollsters, are showing the Liberals are way ahead, but yet Abacus is showing that they're not. No budget, same cabinet as Justin Trudeau, elbows down, no deal with Trump. And now I love it. I hear some people in the comments section, this is my favorite. They're actually saying now that we don't need a deal with the United States. It's like, oh, really? Because when Carney was campaigning on getting the best deal done and sticking up his elbows and pushing back against Donald Trump, that's what helped get him elected. Now they're saying they don't want a deal? How weird. And with Pierre Poilievre not in the House of Commons for those 3 weeks that they were actually working, I thought that, yeah, maybe these polls are, some of these polls, not all of them, but maybe, Pallas was right. Maybe the Conservatives have fell off a few points and Liberals have maintained. That made sense to me because, Pierre's not there and, maybe the Conservatives look a bit weak right now. But according to the most accurate pollster, that's not exactly true. So it's very interesting to see here this data, which is actually great news for Pierre Poilievre and the Conservatives. Now, when he does get back in the House of Commons and when he wins that by-election on Monday, August 18th, and then they return to question period in the House of Commons on September 15th, I think you're going to see support for the Conservatives come pretty quickly. In fact, this might be tied by the time October rolls around. So it's going to be very interesting to see what happens. And, with all the, and again, great comments by you guys as well, telling me that, Pierre's going to have a lot of receipts to work with. There's a lot of elbows down moments through the summer. And Pierre's got it all written down, I'm sure. Probably even memorized at this point. And he's going to be able to hammer the Liberals on this as soon as question period starts. So I can't wait to see that. Now, let me know what you guys think in the comments. Do you think Abacus is more accurate than, say, Ecos and Nanos and Pallas and Leger? And do you think that Pierre is going to grow support very quickly this fall? Please don't be shy. Please also, again, don't forget to like and subscribe. Share the heck out of this video, especially with your younger family members and friends. Thanks so much for watching, and I'll be back shortly with a new one.